I got a good thought experiment for everybody. Can Counselor Deanna Troi catch Garak in a lie? Now, let's talk about it because these two have never met in canon. This is going to be a hypothetical situation. But I think we could glean a lot of out of, just based on what we know of their two characters. Now, let's start off with Counselor Deanna Troi. Counselor Deanna Troi is part Beta Z. Anybody who knows anything about the Beta Zoids in Star Trek canon knows that they are some of the most powerful telepaths in the Federation. All right. Now, the thing about Deanna is that she's half Beta Z. So her other half is human. So her telepathy is greatly reduced. She's basically an empath. Now, she has exhibited telepathic abilities before, but only with other Beta Z stuff or other telepathic species. She could communicate with other telepathic species. But if there are non-telepathic species, she's only limited to their emotions. Basically, she's a lie detector test. She uses this information, based on how they respond to certain questions and everything like that, to basically lead them down a path to answering truthfully, or she can detect when they're not being truthful. Now, the thing about Elam Garak is a tailor on Deep Space Nine, but before he was a tailor on Deep Space Nine, and before he was exiled from Cardassia, he was being groomed to be head of one of the galaxy's most premier dark ops agencies in the Obsidian Order, in the Cardassian Obsidian Order. Now, the thing is this. Is it the Romulan Tal Shiar? Not Tal Shiar is Romulan. I'm tripping. Anyway, in the Obsidian Order. Now, the thing about being an Obsidian Order, right, is this. You have to get certain mental and physical training so that you can go out and be an operative. You can infiltrate these places. You can do interrogations. You can, do all of these things. Now, that being said, Elam Garak is a very accomplished liar. He practices it all the time. He even says so in canon when he almost convinced Worf that he wanted to be a Starfleet officer or join Starfleet. He even almost convinced Worf. So, and in that episode, he said, hey, man, I got to keep up, just like with any art, I got to, keep it practiced and everything like that. And lying is one of those arts. So can Deanna Troi detect a lie in Garak? The short answer is I don't believe so. I don't think that she'll be able to detect a lie in Garak. I think that Garak would be able to lie to Deanna and convince her of pretty much anything he wanted to convince Counselor Deanna Troi of. Let's not forget that Deanna Troi's empathic abilities aren't without flaw. All right, there's been several times in Star Trek canon where people have misled or even overpowered her telepathically. Now, Garak isn't going to be able to do that because Cardassians aren't a telepathic species, but she has been lied to and misled several times in Star Trek canon. So being that Elam Garak is one of the most accomplished liars in Star Trek canon, I think it would be easy for him to get around Counselor Deanna Troi. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.